Welcome to Crypto Daily. My name is Dustin Knaus, and be sure to follow our show wherever you get your podcasts and leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Well, Arizona residents, Republican State Senator Wendy Rogers proposed a new bill for the state that would make Bitcoin a legally accepted form of payment on any medium of exchange that is authorized by the United States Constitution or Congress for the payment of debts, public charges, taxes, and dues. A local lawyer, Preston Byrne, was quoted saying, "Arizona could certainly pass a law like this, and the state government could choose to accept Bitcoin as a payment for Arizona taxes. But this would not change the legal treatment of Bitcoin as property from a federal tax perspective." Basically, what this bill could mean is that if you live in Arizona and the bill does pass, you would be able to make payments to the state in Bitcoin in the same way that you would cash. Right now, the National Bank Acts of 1865 and 1866 put a 10% tax on payments made in currency other than national banknotes. But it's possible that this could get rid of that tax and make payments easier for residents by using the digital currency. Of course, this bill would not force citizens to accept Bitcoin like cash, but it is one big step forward in adoption. Speaking of growing adoption, there looks to be some good news for crypto bulls that might signal prices going back up. According to a report from Glassnode, the number of Bitcoin wallets without a zero balance have hit an all-time high. Typically, in big drops like what we've seen, the number of wallets with a zero balance goes up. That shows a sell-off. This time, however, the number of wallets with a balance has gone up through the drop. That signals an increase could likely be coming. In other news, as you may recall, over the last several months, the SEC has denied companies from issuing spot exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. So far, they've denied spot ETFs to Fidelity, Skybridge, and Valkyrie. But they allowed ETFs for ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF and Valkyrie Bitcoin Strategy ETF, which were available on Wall Street within weeks. Now, though, the SEC has decided to delay ruling for a new ETF and have asked interested parties to submit comments on certain parts of the ETF application, including on the expected volume of the ETF, as well as whether it could become a predominant influence on prices in Bitcoin futures trading on CME Group's exchange. Now, there is no word on when the Commission plans to have proceedings to decide whether to approve or reject the listing of Bitwise Bitcoin ETF Trust on Intercontinental Exchange Incorporated's New York Stock Exchange, ARCA Exchange. Well, now it's time to turn our focus over to the world of NFTs. Coachella has made a huge announcement. They are entering into a multi-year agreement with the exchange platform FTX to create crypto exchange experiences at the festival. They are starting with Coachella's first NFT series called the Coachella Collection. Some people just aren't very original with names. The first collection is the Coachella Keys Collection, which includes 10 one-of-one lifetime pass NFTs and VIP on-site experiences for the 2022 event. Coachella's innovation lead, Sam Schoonover, said, "Since each NFT is a permanent record verified on a blockchain, they have the unique capability to securely guarantee their owner permanent rights to in-real-life experiences too. We think lifetime access to Coachella is a perfect use case for NFTs. These Coachella keys are digital items that provide real value to their owners over the long term." Now, there will also be two other NFT collections. The Desert Reflections Collection, which pairs photos from the festival with physical items, including posters and photo books. And then there's also the Sight and Sounds Collection, which is offering 10 combination of festival photos and never-before-heard soundscapes from the Polo Fields. This collection features 10,000 editions, each priced at about $60. In an effort to conserve energy, these NFTs are going to be minted on the Solana network. They will go on auction this Friday, February 4th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and in February 11th at 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Well, the hysteria for the Metaverse land seems to keep going, and it seems like people are buying more than they can afford. So what's the answer? Well, apparently it's Metaverse Mortgages. That's right. Terra Zero Technologies has facilitated one of the first ever Metaverse Mortgages for a client buying virtual property in the Ethereum-based platform Decentraland. Terra Zero's CEO, Dan Reitzig, said, "Mortgages and financing availability will expedite the development and adoption of the metaverse. We are excited to be at the forefront of this new and exciting economy." And just like traditional mortgages, Terra Zero holds the virtual land as the registered owner until the loan is paid back. Each transaction is collateralized with an underlying virtual real estate, which is represented by an NFT. Of course, this all comes at the time when the US is seeing a housing shortage and more debt per capita than ever, but hey, why not? Please follow our show wherever you listen to podcasts and leave a review on Apple Podcasts. If you get your podcast on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment there. I'm Dustin Knaus, and thank you for joining me today.